Imagine growing up where every step, every smile, and every tear is watched by millions. Being the child of a music mogul isn't just glamorous, but it's a test of strength. This is the story of how Diddy's daughter, Chance Combs, is not just surviving, but thriving in a world where the spotlight never dims. Growing up in the shadows of a global icon is no easy task. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most influential names in music and business, has shared his life with the world. But in this story, it's his daughter Chance Combs who steps forward. A young woman born into fame but determined to create her own legacy. Today, we dive deep into her life, the struggles, the victories, and the dreams of Chance Combs as she navigates a world that rarely turns its gaze away. From the very moment she took her first breath, Chance Combs was part of a world most of us can only imagine. Growing up in the presence of flashing cameras, cheering crowds, and endless attention can be overwhelming. Her childhood wasn't one spent playing unnoticed in parks or riding bicycles around the neighborhood. Instead, she was attending glamorous events and walking down red carpets before she even understood what the spotlight meant. Her small hand clutching her father's as photographers fought for the perfect shot became an iconic image. Behind it was a little girl trying to comprehend why so many people cared about her life. Imagine what it must have been like for her standing in front of bright flashes, surrounded by strangers, and being praised or critiqued before she could even write her own story. It's a lot for a child to carry, and that weight only grew as she got older. Her father Diddy was always there to protect her as much as he could, but fame has a way of sneaking past even the most careful guardians. While the world celebrated his success, it was Chance who lived under the echoes of that success for better or worse. There's something surreal about living a life where the world already knows your name before you've had the chance to define yourself. It's a reality most kids can't relate to, and for Chance Combs, it was the beginning of a journey unlike any other. As Chance Combs grew older, the challenges of living in the public eye only became more complex. Childhood curiosity turned into teenage scrutiny, and suddenly every move she made was being analyzed. It's hard to imagine the pressure of growing up with millions of strangers forming opinions about your clothes, your weight, your friends, and even your smile. The media was relentless, and online platforms gave a voice to critics who seemed to thrive on tearing others down. For someone so young, this constant exposure could have been unbearable. Yet, Chance found ways to endure and rise above it. Social media became a double-edged sword. While it amplified the negativity, it also gave her a platform to share her truth. Instead of letting the harsh words break her, she learned to embrace who she was. Navigating the public eye meant learning how to shield herself from the noise. It meant stepping back when she needed to, finding moments of privacy in a world that thrives on overexposure. There were times when the scrutiny became too much, when the headlines and whispers took their toll. But instead of retreating completely, Chance developed a thick skin, a strength that only comes from living through such relentless pressure. Her story is a testament to resilience, to finding ways to silence the critics while staying true to herself. Fame doesn't come with an instruction manual, and yet she learned to manage it with a maturity beyond her years. For Chance Combs, the hardest part of growing up in the spotlight wasn't the attention itself. It was figuring out how to separate herself from her father's legacy. The world expected her to follow a certain path, to be a mirror image of the man who defined a generation. But she knew from a young age that she had dreams of her own. Building her own identity meant stepping out of Diddy's shadow and finding what truly made her happy. It wasn't about proving herself to the world. It was about proving to herself that she could be more than just Diddy's daughter. She began to explore her passions, whether it was fashion, music, or art. With each step, she revealed a little more of who she was. Someone creative, driven, and unafraid to be different. There's something inspiring about watching someone take their name that carries so much weight and turn it into something new. She faced doubt from critics who questioned whether she could succeed on her own, but she ignored the noise. For Chance, it wasn't about seeking approval. It was about doing what she loved. She knew that building a legacy would take time, and she was willing to put in the work. While fame has shaped her public life, family has been her anchor. For Chance Combs, the bond she shares with her family is what keeps her grounded. Fame may be overwhelming, but within the walls of her home, she finds peace. Her relationship with her father is particularly special. He's not just a global icon, he's her biggest cheerleader, her mentor, and her protector. Diddy has always made it clear that family comes first, and that message has shaped her life in countless ways. Balancing fame and family isn't easy, but it's something she's learned to do with grace. In moments of pressure, she leans on her siblings who understand her struggles better than anyone. Family gatherings are her refuge, a place where she can laugh, relax, and simply be herself. Her father's guidance has been a steady hand in a chaotic world, and his words have shaped how she views life, success, and happiness. Chance Combs may have the world's attention, but it's her family that has her heart. Looking ahead, Chance Combs is determined to create a future that reflects her dreams. She doesn't want to be defined by her father's success. She wants to build something that is entirely her own. Whether it's through music, fashion, acting, or philanthropy, her ambitions are limitless. She dreams of inspiring others to chase their passions, of using her platform to create positive change. Fame may have been handed to her, but what she does with it is entirely up to her. Her vision for the future is bold and unapologetic. She knows that success isn't handed out. It's earned through hard work, dedication, and a willingness to take risks. As she continues to grow, she's showing the world that she's more than just a last name. She's an artist, a dreamer, and a leader in her own right. Her story is still being written, but one thing is clear: she's not done yet. The spotlight may follow her wherever she goes, but she's determined to shine on her own terms. Growing up in the spotlight isn't a choice, it's a challenge. But Chance Combs has turned that challenge into an opportunity. Her story is one of resilience, ambition, and the pursuit of identity. And as she continues to carve out her own path, she's proving that she's not just Diddy's daughter, she's a star in her own right. When the spotlight finds you, it's what you do with it that defines who you are. And Chance Combs, she's just getting started. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to hear more captivating stories of your favorite celebs.